Happy New Year, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's had a good Christmas and New Year and gotten out for some good festive kilometers to burn off all that food. Today's video is chatting through a bit of my cycling story. So here you go. G'day you guys, just rolled out, coming up a climb called Dog Trap Road. That's about 20 to 30 minutes, depending how easy or hard you go. It's one of the quieter roads we love to do during the week in the mornings, but yeah, just out for a spin today and thought I'd have a chat. So I've always been an active sort of kid growing up, living on acres, gravel driveway, skids and wheelies. Then I had a head injury when I was 12. I might share that story in another video, but by the time I finished school I was 115 kilos despite being an active kid. And before the HSC, in the school holidays, we went for our family holiday trip up to Shoal Bay in the beautiful Port Stephens. And I'd study in the mornings and I'd go out for a couple of hours on mum's old 26-inch Apollo, and I fell in love with cycling in a whole new way. And it's the adventure, the escape, how it clears the mind, and it was just the thrill, the wind in my face, the freedom, and as much as it was physical exercise, it wasn't the exercise that I fell in love with. I was already an active kid, albeit 115 kilos, but that's the start of my journey, which snowballed pretty big and pretty fast. So about, would have been a couple of months later in the December, Christmas, my parents saw how keen I was, riding an hour a day most days from West Gosford to Woy Woy and back, and competing against myself, trying to do it faster and go further. And I got my first hybrid, the Norco XFR2, and boy, did I love that bike. My biggest ride on it actually was up this climb, Dog Trap Road, sneakers, backpack, suspension. I could lock it out, but still, and I got up here in 25 minutes. And that was my biggest ride on that bike, 60k loop, up to Bumble Hill, down Bumble Hill, and back to the bottom of Dog Trap. And so 10,000 k's later, in 2 years, and I got a flat bar road bike, the Merida Speeder. So here we are, coming to the Zoncolan part of Dog Trap Road. It's quite steep, so I'll have a chat after I get to the top of this. Just rolled over the top of a steep section, sort of gently undulates upwards from here, but that Merida Speeder, again, about 10,000 k's on it after 12 months, and then got my first carbon fibre road bike. an Avanti, and it then snowballed even quicker from there. Carbon wheels, upgrading the seat posts and the stem because it was an endurance style bike. And so after 12 months on the Avanti, I was finally having my first professional bike fit, and that was a month after COVID really hit the world in 2020. And so from there is when it really started to pick up for me, meeting new mates and people through the shop and first group rides and different things. And my first group ride was what we called the Razzle, a weekly ride about 30k's, a bunch of big hitters and A-graders riding as hard as we could, and whoever won that week would get to choose the course for the next week. And that made me stronger. By 2021, I was already working in a bike shop. I was on a Scott foil. Electronic gears, Ultegra, Di2 11 speed, and entered my first race. A grade, finished in the bunch. The second week, solo, 2 laps to go, won it. And I've been hooked ever since on racing. COVID has made it a little hard, but from when I first started on my roadie, there's always that Strava motivation, that banter with your mates, and it's the community of cycling that I've come to love a lot as well. I've lost 35 kilos, hopefully could lose a bit more. After the Scott foil, I got onto an Addict RC with 12 speed Ultegra, and that was most of this year, most of 2022. I did a charity ride for Dementia Australia with some mates. We raised over 22,000 AUD for Dementia Australia, and I've done well over 15,000 Ks now for 2022, my biggest ever year by about 2,500 Ks. I'm working in a new shop. I'm on another new bike, which I'll share a video about very soon, about my bike. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what bike you ride, it doesn't matter what gear you have, none of this elitism, because at the end of the day, cycling always wins, and that's what it's about. You know, bikes do matter, and we do have a bit of banter around brand allegiance and things, and what products are good and bad. But get away from this consumerist and materialist way of thinking, and when you enjoy it, that's what it's about, because the moment you stop enjoying it, what's the point? And yeah, if you don't love the bike that you ride, why are you gonna love riding? But for me, my first love is the adventure, the thrill. It's bettering myself, and it's the mates I ride with. It's all these things that make cycling what it is. I don't think I would have lost the weight that I did if I didn't love cycling, because then it becomes a punish. It feels like it's like you have to do it. And yeah, I do have to ride my bike in some sense, some ways, to maintain my sanity, but it's what I love. Find what you love and pursue it. Never let that passion run dry. We all go through seasons in life, but there's some things that just remain a constant, and cycling is one of those things for me. Well, I'm nearing the top of Dog Trap Road. I'm going to wrap my chat up there, I think. thanks for watching. Obviously couldn't chat about every little thing, otherwise the video drags on and on. But if you have any questions or any thoughts, put them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, whatever. You do your thing. And I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.